You don't have to take a cake decorating class to learn this. Frosting flowers in an instant, all pink and perfectly sized. Georganne Bell introduces us to another game changer for cutout cookies and buttercream. Welcome to Color Week here in Studio 5.
I am loving this.
Welcome to Paint Day, which you appropriately are helping us punch home. These are incredible. I mean, every cookie is a piece of art, truly, but you say the home baker can do this.
Yes, absolutely. There's a fun new tip on the market. They're called Russian tips. They are made in Russia, but they make instant flowers a success every time.
So show us this tip. What are we looking for?
So here's some here.
Okay.
And then I have some here.
And what's new about them? What makes them
the
different?
way you can see that the top of these, they have the different holes and they have these segments here that push out. They pipe individual petals and the center of each flower as you're piping. So all in one stroke, you get the center and you get the petals.
So because I'm not a cookie decorator, dumb it down for me. Previously, what were you doing to create flowers like this?
You have to pipe. So this is the tip that a lot of people would use for flowers. It's just like a teardrop shape, and you'd have to pipe each one of these petals individually, one at a time.
So this really is a game changer.
Yes. So fast, so fun.
This looks a little complicated in terms of placement and even spacing. Is this foolproof, really?
It pretty much is.
Take some practice?
The only thing it takes practice is lifting off the top of it. So you're gonna squeeze it out, and when you lift up, it just takes a little bit to figure out when to stop squeezing and when to pull it. Because you know, sometimes you'll have flowers that are this tall or this tall, like that's really
so there's a rhythm to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you're gonna show us, you're gonna teach me?
So to start with, you can use either a Ziploc bag or this is just a piping bag, and I'm gonna cut the tip of it off.
Does a Ziploc bag really work?
It really does.
You cookie decorators throw that out, but that really will do the job.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. You just have to hold it differently. So I'm gonna cut a little more of that off real quick.
And do these come in a set? Do you buy these individually?
You can buy them individually, but they are cheaper as a set. I buy them on Amazon, and I got, I think, 14 of them for $10.
Oh wow! So even just to play around if you want to dabble in this or
absolutely.
It's affordable.
So then I'm gonna put it in a glass or a mason jar, something like that. I think the key to making these look good is to use more than one color of frosting.
Oh.
So I'm gonna put just a little bit of dark pink here.
Like you're gonna layer?
Yeah, so I'm gonna put it in the side here.
Okay.
Just like that. And then I'm gonna fill the rest of it with white frosting.
So that's how you're getting the blended kind of variegated colors?
Yeah.
Oh,
so then I just shove it in, and it's okay if the colors kind of mix a little bit. That's what we want it to do.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull it up.
I had a cupcake over spring break from Sprinkles, you know that famous cupcake store? And the frosting to cupcake ratio was like right on. So as you pour that in, it's taking me back to that spring break
I'll just
treat.
put that straight in my mouth.
On the frosting.
So you can see that this is gonna come out. At first, I'm gonna pipe it on the side here until I start getting both colors.
Look how pretty that is. Let me turn. Oh, the way that swirls and kind of blends is so, so beautiful.
So then to do this, you want to keep the tip low to the cookie to begin with, because you want to kind of give it that stickiness, so it's going to stick to the cookie.
Suddenly this feels like a sport. Like you took position, you hunched over, okay.
And then I stop squeezing and I pull it up. The key is to stop squeezing before you start lifting the piping bag off the cookie.
So it's not one fluid motion, stop and pull.
It can be.
Okay.
So like I could do this. But the key is to stop squeezing before you pull up. Because if you pull up and you're still squeezing, it's going to look funnier. Like it kind of goes weird.
No, no.
We don't want that. We don't want that.
Go away, sweet flower.
Yeah, so you just squeeze it and pull up.
Those are so pretty.
And if there's tons of different tips that you can try. They all make different. So this one is a different design over here. But it's the same idea.
Gosh,
yeah, so they have there's ones that look like flowers, they look like tulips, they look like daffodils. You just squeeze it and pull up. So easy.
When you're blending frosting, because now I'm with you, now that I see, I think that would be key in getting these realistic looking buds and shapes. How many colors is too many? Do you want to just stick with 2?
I think 2 to 3 is good. 3 is excellent. Once you get more than 3, then they start kind of mixing into like a swamp color, really, and not so much. Right, spring, bright colors. We love it.
So show us how you've done this, because your plate is so cute. You've actually created a shape within a shape, right? Like that's a vase of cookies.
Love platters. I love it putting cookies together in a platter. So with this one, I have like a vase at the bottom, and then I mix different sizes and different shapes, and that's key to any good cookie platter, so that they're not all identical, but we have the big cookies with the flowers and the small cookies with the flowers and some leaves in there. That way anyone can take any of them, and everything looks better when you mix it all together.
Are people scared to take your cookies at a party because they look so impressive?
They are actually scared not to because I stand there like, you better eat them.
You take one. You take one right now. And what shapes, what cutout shapes did you use?
So I used a scallop shape. I used a rose shape. This one is a Sweet Sugar Bell floral spray. It's made for different flowers and then some just different leaves as well.
I'm assuming this cookie is here for me to try,
Yes,
but I'm a
it
little
is.
nervous. So let me just give it one little try. So squeeze.
Yep, and then stop squeezing and then pull up. Yep.
No,
no, I'm so glad that this happened.
Oh,
because
me
this
too.
happens
I'm
to
so
me.
glad this happened.
This happens to me too.
Okay.
So when people do that, see, try it on the plate maybe. This cookie is if you use fresh cookies, it sticks better.
Fresh cookie. So
Yeah.
this is
So pull up a little bit as you're piping. There you go. Look at that.
So it's the cookie's fault that
It
happens.
is absolutely the cookie's fault. So if this happens to you at home, it is not your fault. It is the cookie's fault.
She says, I'm so glad this happened, as I just messed up.
It happened to me 10 minutes ago. Really quick though, I want to show you just another trick for putting the leaves on.
Yeah.
If you're using a Ziploc bag, you just want to cut a V shape into it. Or if you're using a tip, see it's just a V shape, you can cut into the corner.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn it sideways and just pipe. Again, you can see I have this has 3 different colors of green.
Oh, cool.
So it's a light green, a dark green, and then the white in the center. And you just fill in the rest of the cookie with green leaves and it makes it look like a bouquet in itself.
That's amazing.
And then you can put it all together to a floral bouquet.
And I noticed over there, we're out of time, but you were kind of stacking and layering too, like the different flower shapes on top of the other. Oh my gosh, so
as long as you use a crusting buttercream, you can absolutely stack these cookies.
And the frosting tastes great too, in case you were wondering at home. I'll confirm that. Where can we get more ideas from you? You're amazing. This is your craft, this is your gift, and you teach us all the time online.
Yes. So you can find me at www.lilaloa.com for all the cookie decorating tutorials you'll ever want.
Put a link on our website, including a link to these Russian tips if you want to try these out at home. Great to have you as always.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Happy Pink Day.
Thank you.
Thanks for bringing it.